Ladies, gentlemen, welcome to another episode of GTA Online Hot Takes, the show where we take your hottest takes and then see how much I agree or disagree with them. Let's get right into it. The Lazer is actually not overpowered. It could actually even use a buff. Okay, let's hear this. The only thing the Lazer has is its cannon. That's it. It has no armor, countermeasures, bombs, stealth mode, handling upgrades, and even awful missiles. This is not 2013 anymore. The Lazer is so easy to beat. The heavy sniper with explosive rounds, the railgun, orbital cannon, or just get a better handling aircraft and beat it in a dogfight. There you have it. The Lazer is not overpowered. I'd be inclined to say that it's not overpowered. I think the terminology of overpowered would be something more along the lines of like an oppressor, where if you would have the cannons of a Lazer being as agile as it is and then also being impossible to hit, that's where you have a recipe for disaster. However, the Lazer in the right hands can feel like it's very overpowered, but I don't personally think that it's overpowered. The cannons are very strong, but the cannons are only very strong in the right kind of hands. If you have someone like myself who has a moderate experience with a Lazer, I'm not going to be able to do as much damage as someone who spends every waking hour when playing the game in said Lazer. And like Jordan over here says, all you really need is a heavy sniper with explosive rounds, a railgun or an orbital cannon, and it's completely gone off the map right off the bat. Even something like an Oppressor Mark II might be able to do a little something to it. Maybe not so much anymore nowadays, but you know, generally speaking, there are enough ways to counter the Lazer. Now, having said that, if you're on the ground, the Lazer can very much feel like it's incredibly overpowered because of how strong it is. Should there be something done about the fire rate or whatever of the Lazer cannons? Maybe. I mean, to make it a little bit more manageable for those people who are just simply on the ground. But for air-to-air combat, I'm sure there's better options out there. As long as the GTA community keeps requesting updates to GTA Online, no one should be mad at Rockstar for milking the game. And anyone who has a problem with that should stop playing the game or go away. Don't like it? Go away! While the last part definitely cracked me up, I have to say that there's some truth to this. Obviously, people keep requesting updates for GTA Online for the main reason that we don't have GTA 6 yet. I think if people were to be given the option, do you want GTA 6 or more GTA Online updates, I think the majority would really go for GTA 6. Kind of curious about that actually. Let them know in the comments below. I might even make a poll on the community page at some point. In my personal opinion, mostly for selfish reasons, I want GTA Online to keep getting updates because I like to pay my bills. And if this game no longer exists, then, you know, McDonald's. The Diamond Casino heist was the last best update. After that, the updates were meh. Ha! I think you might have forgotten a few updates here, man, dude. Like the contract DLC, tuners DLC. You're gonna also really upset a couple of people who enjoy Calle Perico. So yeah, maybe even some people who say Arena War, but you know, we don't take those people very serious, let's be honest. GTA 6 should only be available on next gen, but last gen could get a port like Black Ops 3 did. That was GTA 5's mistake. That's why the game is so buggy years later. The reason why GTA 5, or mostly online, has so many bugs is because it was never built to become as large as it is. Like, it was a 2013 game that here's an online mode, go have fun with it, but then they released a few DLCs and realized, wait a minute, hold up. This is making an awful lot of money. There's a lot of people playing this. There were like 16 million people trying to log on day one. Who would have thought? That's crazy. This game is popular. Memes aside, that's really the main reason as to why. As for those who might not know what exactly Ferdinand over here is referring to, Black Ops 3 released on the next generation consoles at the time, PS4 and stuff. And the PS3 and the Xbox 360 got basically a multiplayer only version that was basically like slimmed down for that particular generation only. It wasn't very good, but at least people got to play some form of Black Ops 3. And I would be inclined to say that it would make sense for Rockstar to do so, but definitely prioritize the next-gen version. I think if Rockstar were to try to include last-gen, we're gonna get a game that doesn't have as much potential as it could be when utilizing the next generation consoles as well as PC. Hopefully this time around though, they will choose to just release PC alongside of next gen. I doubt it's going to happen, but it would be great though. I mean, give those folks finally like a chance to not have to spend money on the next gen console if they just want to play GTA 6 and not wait half a year to a year longer just to play it on their fancy PCs with like a 4090. Ooh, man, GTA 6 on the 4090, like, man, I'm just looking forward to it. Bring it on. The After Hours DLC was actually a good DLC. People just despise it because of the introduction of the broomstick. I don't know, I think the After Hours DLC wasn't really considered that good of a DLC because there wasn't really an awful lot of things to do. I think the main thing people like about the After Hours DLC is the Oppressor Mark II if you like to ruin people's day, and the majority just likes the fact that you just had this central hub and effectively the best passive business in the game. Obviously, it takes a while to get there, but you didn't really have to do anything. You didn't have to source it or anything. It just existed, and you just wait and then forget about it and suddenly realize there's a DLC around the corner. It's like, hey, there's like $1.5 million waiting for me to just grab. Great. But yeah, generally speaking, I wasn't super big of a fan of it because there just wasn't all that much gameplay in it. And that's personally how I tend to judge DLCs, like how much gameplay is in there and how fun is said gameplay. And After Hours didn't really have that, but the DJ stuff was very cool though. I very much enjoyed that. Once the laser gets nerfed, the game balance will actually be very, very, very good. If they also remove the orbital cannon, then the actual PvP vehicle combat will be excellent. First and foremost, orbital cannon never gonna get removed. It's a core feature of the game. It's also part of the facility where people will probably spend actual money on it, so legality is gonna be a problem, lawsuits, the whole 9 yards, so that's something Rockstar probably wants to avoid. If you want to kind of touch the orbital cannon, you probably want to make it more expensive, as well as the fact that you fix all the bugs and glitches with it, because the amount of shots you can do that are completely for free is basically unlimited, which means that people can just keep spamming it, and that's where it becomes a problem. As for the laser getting nerfed and magically the game balance will suddenly be very, very, very good, I don't exactly know. Personally, I'm not an expert when it comes to vehicle PvP, but from the little experience that I do have is that fixing the laser and like nerfing that, I don't think it's gonna really fix the inherent problem with the game and the vehicle combat. It's kind of too far gone at this point, and if Rockstar would actually want to do something about rebalancing the game, I'm sure someone like Gtamen will be very much inclined to make a list of all the things that they should be changing about it. Heck, I believe he even has a series where he rebalances entire vehicles, so they start making a lot more sense. Yes, we do a little trolling. Oh yes, the first and last dose. So good. So good. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a good troll, this one. It's really good. But if you do genuinely believe it, you know, fair enough. Yeah, good troll. Good troll. And there you have it. That was it for this Hot Takes episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave it a like, subscribe for more, and if you like what you see on the channel, become a member like Chloe and GTA Plus. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all later.